Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Neeta Ivle. Once again, welcome to the next lecture of Organization of Commerce and Management subject. We have started fifth chapter, that is Emerging Modes of Business. Friends, we understood meaning and scope of e-business and also benefits of e-business. Now, we must aware about its limitations too, right? So, be ready to understand limitations of e-business. Friends, in last lecture we studied benefits of electronic business, that is e-business. We also understood that e-business expands the marketplace to national and international markets. It decreases the cost of creating, processing, distributing and retrieving paperless information. No doubt, e-business makes our life much easier. It saves time. We can get our goods within a short period of time. Other than that, it connects to business around the world. We can buy goods that we can't get from the local market. Right? It seems that e-business is an excellent platform for trading. Friends, it's true. But tell me, is it really so easy and pleasant to shift from traditional business to e-business? Is it easy to everyone to adopt new methods of doing business? Think as a buyer and as a seller too. If you think carefully, you will notice that the process of adjustment to new technology and new way of doing things is not that much comfortable. This process of adjustment causes stress. On the other hand, it causes a sense of insecurity. As a result, people may resist it, right? We are also experiencing this as we are adopting this new teaching learning process. Instead of learning in classroom with blackboard and chalk, we are now doing this interaction through internet. Are you understanding, friends? Similarly, plans of organizations to entry into e-business may resist because some of negative aspects Similarly, some of negative aspects may contradict the plans of business to enter into e-business. E-business is not that rosy. It's clear that e-business, which we are enjoying in traditional business, and that's why doing business in the electronic mode suffers from certain obstacles. Before that, we will again review the benefits. Benefits of e-business: easy of formation. Second, lower investment requirements. Third one, convenience. Fourth one, speed. Fifth, global access. Sixth, movement towards paperless society. Seventh, government support. And eighth one, easy payment. And these are the benefits of e-business which we have already studied. Today we are going to understand the limitations. As I stated above, that e-business is not that rosy. It is clear that e-business have certain limitations as compared to traditional business. And that's why doing businesses in electronic mode suffers from certain obstacles. One may face certain issues while doing e-businesses. It is necessary to us to be aware of these limitations. So, the first point of limitation of e-business is lack of personal touch. See, seller and customer can't have face-to-face contact while purchasing goods or services from e-business. Buyer can't physically inspect the goods at the time of purchase. The consumer is unable to touch or feel the goods before buying. High tech is, it may be, e-business, however, lacks warmth of interpersonal interactions. To this extent, it is relatively less suitable mode of business in respect of product categories requiring high personal touch. For instance, garments. You would like to feel the texture of material used in your dress, right? This personal touch is not possible through e-business. Now the second point is delivery time. Through e-business, information can be flow at a click of mouse. In other words, it will not take time. But the physical delivery of the product takes time. If you purchase products through traditional way, that means from shops or malls, you get the products as soon as you buy it. That doesn't happen in online business. This inconsistency may play on the patience of the customers. Nowadays, the e-business provider companies tried to solve this issue, but it does not resolve completely. The third point is about security issues, and which is very important, I think. Now see, internet transactions are the transactions take place between cyber entities, cyber parties, right? I mean, it becomes difficult to identify the parties. Not only this, even one does not know the location from where the parties may be operating. So, we can't say that total security will be observed in e-business. Moreover, the possibility of leakage of confidential information such as bank account details, debit card details, credit card details, and so on. So, friends, you definitely got the point of security issues in e-business, right? The list is not end here. There also are problems of virus and hacking that you must have heard. The fourth point is government interference. The government interfere in business activity to ensure that there is fairness in the business. Actually, it is for betterment for e-business. But for that, government peep up in business activities, getting into business, and in this regard, government is imposing restrictions on e-business. It may become headache to management. That is why it is said that the government monitoring can lead to interference in the business. Now friends, the next point is high risk. It is not risky that the party with whom you are communicating is not physically in front of you. You don't even know his location and you are supposed to deal with him. That is why transacting through internet is risky. E-business is riskier also in the sense of that there are additional hazards of impersonation. Friends, do you know what is impersonation? It means when someone else may transact in your name. On the other hand, in case of frauds, it may become difficult to take legal action. Now, we understood all the points of benefits and limitations of e-business. Let's have a quick review of today's learning. Friends, we have learned e-business and its benefits and limitations. The points of benefits are easy of formation, lower investment requirements, third, convenience, fourth, speed, fifth, global access, sixth, movement towards paperless society. Seventh, government support. And the last one is easy payments. And the limitations which we studied in this lecture are lack of personal touch, second, delivery time, third, security issues, fourth, government interference, and the last one is high risk. Hope you got all the points. Friends, in next lecture, we will discuss the most interesting part, that is how to perform online transactions. I mean the procedure of online transaction. Friends, thank you for watching attentively.